Respect is one of the most sought-after qualities in any social setting, but not everyone knows how to earn it. We all want to be valued, admired, and treated fairly by the people around us, whether it's at work, in friendships, or even within our families. But sometimes, despite our best efforts, respect seems to elude us. Have you ever felt like people don't take you seriously? Like your words don't carry the weight they should, or your presence just isn't commanding the attention you deserve? Often, this disconnect isn't due to a lack of knowledge, skill, or effort. It's because of subtle, unconscious habits that undermine our credibility without us even realizing it. Think about the last time someone made you lose respect for them. Was it something obvious, like a rude comment, or was it something more subtle, a tone of voice, a body language cue, or an unnecessary apology that made you question their confidence or integrity? These tiny details can have a massive impact on how others perceive us. And the problem is, most of us are completely unaware of the signals we're sending out. It's like trying to speak a language we don't fully understand. While our intentions might be good, the message can easily get lost in translation. The reality is that respect isn't something that people just give away freely. It's earned through consistent behavior, confident communication, and self-awareness. Yet, certain habits we've developed over the years can sabotage this process, making us appear weak, indecisive, or untrustworthy. And once that respect is lost, it's incredibly difficult to get it back. This is why it's crucial to identify and eliminate these habits before they become second nature. This guide will take you through 7 specific habits that can instantly make people look down on you, even if you're unaware of it. These aren't just obvious mistakes like being rude or disrespectful. They're more subtle behaviors that we often overlook in our daily interactions. From apologizing too much to gossiping, these habits can slowly chip away at the respect people have for you. The good news? Once you become aware of them, you can begin to change how you present yourself and, in turn, command the respect you truly deserve. If you find value in our journey, please hit the subscribe button and watch until the end. You're different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception. So are you ready to start your Stoic journey with Stoic control, where timeless truths meet everyday life? If you're ready to level up your social game, start paying attention to these bad habits. By eliminating them, you'll not only improve your interactions with others, but also boost your own self-confidence. Let's dive in and break down what these habits are, why they damage your reputation, and how to get rid of them for good. Habit number 1, being overly apologetic. Apologizing when you're genuinely at fault is important, but over-apologizing, especially for things beyond your control, can drastically harm how others perceive you. People who frequently say sorry for minor things, like bumping into someone or even for speaking up, unknowingly project a lack of confidence. This constant self-deprecation signals that you see yourself as lesser or undeserving, and over time, it makes people view you the same way. Instead of asserting your worth, you're consistently offering excuses for simply being there, which can erode the respect others have for you, even when it's unintentional. When you apologize unnecessarily, you're sending a message that you're unsure of yourself, your abilities, and your presence. This habit chips away at your authority in both professional and personal settings, as people are drawn to those who exhibit self-assuredness. In leadership or social situations, confidence is key, and excessive apologies can make you appear fragile or overly submissive. It leaves others with the impression that you're always seeking approval, which can lead to them underestimating you, whether consciously or subconsciously. Breaking this habit involves a conscious shift in how you respond to everyday situations. Instead of defaulting to an apology, learn to express gratitude or acknowledgement without demeaning yourself. For instance, instead of saying, "Sorry I'm late," try, "Thank you for waiting." This subtle but powerful shift allows you to maintain your dignity while still recognizing the situation. It tells people that while you respect their time or space, you don't need to diminish yourself in the process. This balance of respect and confidence is what earns respect in return. The path to shedding the habit of over-apologizing is a journey of self-awareness and restraint. Each time you feel the urge to apologize for something trivial, pause and reconsider your words. Over time, reducing these unnecessary apologies will not only strengthen how others perceive you, but also how you view yourself. Confidence breeds respect, and respect, once earned, solidifies your place as someone others take seriously. Habit number 2, constantly seeking validation. The need for constant validation is a subtle but powerful habit that can significantly affect how people perceive you. When you repeatedly ask others for approval, whether it's about your appearance, decisions, or ideas, you inadvertently signal that you lack confidence in your own judgment. People who seek validation in every interaction seem unsure of themselves, which can quickly lead others to view them as indecisive or overly dependent. The more you ask, "Does this look okay?" or "What do you think I should do?" the more you dilute your own authority and self-worth. At first glance, seeking validation might seem harmless, but it has long-term consequences. When you rely on others to affirm your choices, you give away your power, allowing external opinions to dictate your self-esteem. This constant need for reassurance can wear down relationships, as it places undue pressure on those around you to provide affirmation. Over time, this behavior can become emotionally draining for others, making them less likely to respect or take you seriously. It also creates an unspoken dynamic where you're perceived as someone who cannot stand on their own. Building self-confidence requires trusting your instincts and making decisions without constantly seeking outside approval. Start by recognizing the areas where you seek validation most often and challenge yourself to make those decisions independently. This doesn't mean you should never ask for feedback, but there's a difference between seeking guidance and needing constant validation. By learning to trust yourself, you not only strengthen your own confidence, but also demonstrate to others that you're capable and self-reliant. Over time, as you step away from the need for validation, you'll notice that others begin to respect you more. Confidence, even when expressed quietly, is magnetic. People are drawn to those who trust their own judgment, and the more you embrace your decisions without second-guessing, the more others will naturally follow suit, viewing you as someone who commands respect, not someone who constantly needs to be reassured. Habit number 3, gossiping and talking behind others' backs. Gossip is a socially corrosive habit that can severely damage how others perceive you. While it may seem like harmless conversation, talking behind people's backs signals that you cannot be trusted. Even if the gossip is about someone unrelated to your immediate circle, it creates an impression that you're the type of person who indulges in spreading rumors, stirring drama, and participating in negative conversations. People may listen to gossip, but they rarely respect those who engage in it. They know that if you're talking about someone else behind their back, you could easily be talking about them too. Gossip erodes trust and respect in subtle but powerful ways. When you participate in these conversations, you're actively lowering the level of discourse around you and contributing to a culture of negativity. Over time, people will associate you with this behavior, viewing you as someone who is unreliable, petty, or simply interested in tearing others down. Once that reputation is formed, it's incredibly hard to reverse. People will start to avoid confiding in you, and your influence in social or professional circles will diminish because you've shown that you're not someone who respects the privacy and dignity of others. To stop gossiping, it's important to recognize the urge to participate in these conversations and actively choose to steer clear of them. When someone tries to pull you into a gossip session, politely change the subject or simply don't engage. If it's unavoidable, try to refocus the conversation on something positive or constructive. By refusing to gossip, you establish yourself as someone who values integrity and positivity, qualities that are deeply respected by others. This shift not only elevates how others see you, but also contributes to a healthier, more respectful environment. The key to earning long-lasting respect is to avoid behaviors that lower the standards of how you and others are perceived. When you distance yourself from gossip and focus on meaningful, constructive conversations, you'll find that people start to view you as someone with integrity. Trust and respect are earned through consistent actions, And when people know that you're someone who can be trusted with sensitive information and won't engage in negative talk, they're far more likely to hold you in high regard. Habit number 4, interrupting or dominating conversations. Interrupting others or dominating conversations is another habit that can cause people to lose respect for you instantly. While it might seem like you're being assertive, constantly cutting people off or steering the conversation back to yourself shows a lack of respect for others' opinions. People who interrupt give the impression that what they have to say is more important than anyone else's thoughts, which can quickly alienate those around them. It's a behavior that suggests impatience, arrogance, and a lack of empathy, all qualities that erode trust and respect over time. When you dominate a conversation, you miss out on the opportunity to listen and learn from others. People who are respected often know when to speak and when to stay silent. They understand the power of active listening and how it fosters deeper connections. Interrupting others not only silences them, but also diminishes their sense of value in the conversation, which in turn makes them less likely to respect you. Over time, this habit can create a barrier between you and those around you, making it difficult to build meaningful relationships based on mutual respect. The key to breaking this habit is to practice mindfulness in conversations. When you feel the urge to interrupt, take a breath and remind yourself to listen first. Focus on the person speaking and allow them to finish their thoughts before jumping in. If you catch yourself dominating a conversation, make a conscious effort to ask questions and invite others to share their perspectives. This shift in behavior shows that you value others' input, which in turn makes them more likely to respect and engage with you. Respectful communication is a two-way street. When you learn to balance speaking and listening, you create an environment where everyone feels heard and valued. This not only elevates the quality of your interactions, but also strengthens the respect others have for you. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel understood. And by cultivating this habit, you'll find that your social and professional relationships improve dramatically. Habit number 5, neglecting personal appearance. Whether we like it or not, appearance plays a significant role in how others perceive us. While we may emphasize the importance of inner qualities such as kindness or intelligence, personal grooming and attire are often the first things people notice about us. Neglecting your appearance can send the wrong signals to others, signals that suggest you lack discipline, self-respect, or care for how you present yourself. While this might not be your intention, others often equate a disheveled or careless appearance with someone who doesn't take themselves or their responsibilities seriously. Maintaining your appearance doesn't mean adhering to rigid beauty standards or being superficial. It's about presenting the best version of yourself that aligns with how you want to be perceived. In professional settings, a well-groomed appearance can signal attention to detail and competency. In social environments, it shows respect for the company you're in. People are naturally drawn to those who take care of themselves, as it demonstrates a level of self-awareness and pride. On the flip side, neglecting these aspects can lead others to question your ability to handle bigger responsibilities. This habit extends beyond simply wearing clean clothes or brushing your hair. It involves cultivating a style and presence that reflects who you are, your personality, and your goals. When you take care of your appearance, you're sending a message of self-respect, which in turn commands respect from others. It doesn't require expensive outfits or flashy accessories, just intentional care and thoughtfulness about how you present yourself. Small changes in grooming and attire can have a profound impact on how others respond to you. Ultimately, people respect those who respect themselves, and personal appearance is often the first indicator of that self-respect. By putting effort into your grooming and attire, you communicate that you value yourself and your surroundings, and that's something others will naturally respect. Consistency in this area builds credibility, and when combined with confidence, it elevates your overall presence in any environment. Habit number 6. Displaying inconsistent behavior. One of the fastest ways to lose respect is to behave inconsistently, whether it's making promises you can't keep, changing your mind on important issues without explanation, or simply being unreliable. Erratic behavior causes people to doubt your integrity. Consistency is key in building trust, and when your actions don't align with your words, it sends a message that you are untrustworthy or uncommitted. People who display inconsistent behavior struggle to earn and maintain respect because others are never sure what to expect from them. Inconsistent behavior can manifest in both small and large ways. It could be something as simple as agreeing to plans and frequently canceling them last minute, or on a bigger scale, contradicting your own values or goals. When people see that you're unpredictable or unreliable, they begin to distance themselves from you. Over time, this damages not only your relationships, but also your reputation, as others will be hesitant to rely on or confide in you. This lack of trust is a surefire way to erode respect. To break this habit, it's essential to be mindful of your commitments and words. If you promise something, follow through. If circumstances change, communicate clearly and transparently. Consistency isn't about being rigid or never changing your mind. It's about being accountable and transparent in your actions. When people see that you're reliable and can be counted on, their respect for you grows because they know you're someone who values integrity and follow through. Over time, consistent behavior builds a strong foundation of trust. People will respect you more when they know you're dependable, that your actions align with your values, and that you take your commitments seriously. Consistency shows that you respect yourself and others, making it one of the most powerful ways to build long-lasting respect in your relationships. Habit number 7, failing to take responsibility. One of the most damaging habits when it comes to losing respect is the refusal to take responsibility for your actions. Whether it's blaming others for your mistakes, making excuses, or refusing to acknowledge when you're wrong, this behavior is a red flag in any relationship, personal or professional. People who consistently avoid accountability are seen as immature, dishonest, and unreliable. It shows a lack of integrity and maturity, two qualities that are critical for earning and maintaining respect from others. When you fail to take responsibility, you're essentially telling others that you can't be trusted to handle your own actions or decisions. This lack of ownership erodes trust as people begin to question your reliability and honesty. It's easy to blame circumstances or other people, but this approach only provides temporary relief while chipping away at your credibility. People respect those who are willing to admit when they're wrong, learn from their mistakes, and take steps to improve. Avoiding responsibility not only damages your reputation, but also your own growth. Taking responsibility, on the other hand, empowers you. It shows strength of character and emotional intelligence. When you own up to your mistakes, you gain the respect of those around you because it takes courage to face your shortcomings. People respect those who can admit fault and who then take active steps to rectify the situation. This doesn't mean being perfect or never making mistakes. It means acknowledging when things go wrong and working to make them right. The road to earning respect through responsibility is one that requires humility and honesty. The more you take responsibility for your actions, good or bad, the more others will trust and respect you. In the end, accountability builds stronger relationships and fosters respect, both from others and for yourself. It's through owning our actions that we grow, and through growth, we command the respect that we deserve. Bonus habit, failing to listen attentively. One of the most underrated yet powerful habits that can instantly cause people to lose respect for you is the failure to listen attentively. In a world full of distractions, genuine, focused listening has become a rare commodity. When you're in a conversation but constantly checking your phone, interrupting, or simply waiting for your turn to speak, it sends a clear message. You're not fully engaged or interested in what the other person has to say. This lack of attention can make others feel disrespected, undervalued, and unimportant. Attentive listening is more than just hearing words. It's about being present and showing that you truly care about the conversation. People who practice active listening gain the respect of others because they make those around them feel heard and understood. It involves making eye contact, asking follow-up questions, and showing empathy. When you listen well, You build stronger connections and foster mutual respect in your interactions. Failing to listen, on the other hand, undermines trust. It creates a barrier between you and others, making them feel like you're not invested in the relationship. This can be particularly damaging in professional settings, where respect is often built on collaboration and communication. If you're perceived as someone who doesn't listen, people may begin to avoid confiding in you, or may question your ability to lead or work effectively in a team. The power of listening cannot be overstated. It not only helps you understand others better, but also makes them more inclined to respect you. By fully engaging in conversations and showing genuine interest in the perspectives of others, you set yourself apart as someone who values and respects others, qualities that will naturally earn you the same in return. How to earn the respect you deserve. Earning respect isn't about demanding it, it's about embodying the qualities that naturally command it. The habits we've discussed, over-apologizing, seeking validation, gossiping and interrupting, are behaviors that can quickly diminish how others see you. By becoming aware of these habits and actively working to eliminate them, you can significantly elevate the way you're perceived in both personal and professional settings. The process of earning respect begins with self-awareness, but it's maintained through consistent behavior that reflects confidence, integrity, and empathy. Respect is built over time, not granted in an instant. It's the result of how you treat yourself and others in every interaction, whether big or small. The more you respect your own boundaries, decisions, and worth, the more others will do the same. By focusing on eliminating these bad habits and cultivating better ones, you not only improve how others see you, but also how you see yourself. This internal shift is the foundation of true, lasting respect. The path to commanding respect is a journey, not a destination. It requires ongoing reflection and a willingness to grow and improve. However, once you begin to shed these harmful habits and replace them with positive, confidence-boosting behaviors, you'll find that respect follows naturally. People are drawn to those who exude self-assurance and authenticity, and by embracing these qualities, you'll not only earn the respect you deserve, but also inspire it in others. If you found value in our journey together, we humbly ask that you express your support by liking and subscribing. Your thoughtful reflections and insights are welcome in the comments below. Share this wisdom with others, and remember that respect is about how you show up in the world. By being mindful of your actions, choosing your words carefully, and treating others with dignity, you'll create an environment where respect is mutual and lasting.